Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So Miami's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And coming onto the field now is Mark Fletcher. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the off.
Makes the grab in their space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Hurricanes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the gun, it's Fletcher. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back.
Straight ahead, it's Wiggins. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Fires downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Again, it's Lopez. Here comes the heat. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow.
Holy shit. I'm not even trying to fucking strip him. He's just fucking shaking me.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll pull it down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole. Shoot.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Offside. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Follows his blocks. It's Fletcher. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Myers on the move. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Wide open spaces. Past the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Wiggins. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing, Lopez. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And man, guys, we talked about this one coming in. Like, this matchup on the outside is going to go a long way in determining the game. This is really good on really good. And so far, obviously, the DB wins. It's 1-0 DB. Nice job playing.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Mensah. Gets rid of it. Got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and goal. He's changing the play. Wants to pass. Working that left side now. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Wide open downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the 1st half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And the Demon Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's inside, it's Wiggins. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. The Demon Deacons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Lopez. Lets it fly. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First play of this drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Vaughn. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Mensah. The sure hands, it's Vaughn. Across the 25, he's got room. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
How is that not a
After
first
keeping
down?
those powerful legs moving, getting all he could, he'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have one left. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Lets it fly.
No.
Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Oh, pressure's coming.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive done.
2nd and long here. Here's Mensah to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Throwing, Mensah. Caught. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one. This will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Shoots it to the left.
No, are you kidding?
Momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Lopez wants to fire. Throws it deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Reels it in. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Long way to go on second down. Mensah. Fires left. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
The Canes line it up with a first and goal. He wants to throw it. Under pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here he goes. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Lopez to throw. Lets it fly on the move. Pulls it in down the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
It's complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, David Dinks. Lining up for the PAT.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Right side, it's Vaughn.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Fletcher. There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Canes have pushed it inside the 20. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes a grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. And the Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moving out to the right. Looking for the score! And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Wake Forest sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The play fake, Gio Lopez. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
See some running room. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. Mark it right around the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Rush right in his face. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll be stopped at the 28. That's a couple of yards short of the line to gain, and they'll need 2 on 4th down. Following the... Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the direct snap, it's Brown. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Mensah. They're all over it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Hey guys, here on the Demon Deacon sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
All right, Holly. Throwing, Lopez. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. He'll take the deep shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Look out! And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking for more room. The 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Running inside, it's Fletcher. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Going with the counter play here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Demon Deacons want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Trying to make magic. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turning it on. Touchdown, Miami. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
wants to pass. Looking left.
Okay.
Got a wide open receiver. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Demon Deacons peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Turns out it's Hernandez. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need a bunch on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Lopez. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Lopez to the air again. Stepping to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Quarterback changing the play. Mensah. Rushes on. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Out wide right, it's Fletcher. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. The Demon Deacons use their second timeout. They'll have one left. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Wake calls the timeout, and they have no more to use. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They made...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Plowing ahead on 4th down. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? The
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Here's Lopez to throw. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence for them.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams